Hey, and welcome back to the road to Gehenna. Or technically Gehenna, because we are reading today. There's still some text here that I can actually interact with. I'm just gonna go for the research project. I'm gonna assume that this is by Mr. Mulciber again, because they seem to be like the person in charge of like the research projects here. So yeah, I was right about that. Anyway, the research project, help needed. Mr. Mulciber. As you all know, I have a great fascination with our history and psychological makeup. As part of my ongoing program to document my findings, I'm seeking volunteers to take part in a brief interactive research initiative. It is designed to better understand individual and group decisions making with a series of community-driven tests. Attachment pd.dlg. Is this a game or is it work? Both! Have fun, challenge your friends, and help our project at the same time. There might even be a prize for high scores. I love prizes. And puzzles. Anyway, let's load the attached program. Loading attachment. Connecting to foreign module established. Welcome to Prisoner's Dilemma. Wow, this is like the first time I've ever heard about that. Would you like to play a game? Let's start with the instructions. Prisoner's Dilemma is an ancient game with many variations, referenced frequently in the library archive. In this version, you will be matched with a series of opponents, and your objective is to avoid receiving demerits by cooperating with demerits by cooperating with or outwitting them. Your first 5 rounds will count towards your leaderboard score. Prize for scores of 9 demerits or fewer. Okay. Reading is hard. Okay, long recording session. Begin. Searching for unranked player. Done. Connecting with Kaiju. 2. Done. Opening chatbot. Good luck, have fun. Thanks, you too. Prepare for poundage. Are you real? Thanks, you too. You have my gratitude and I bid you good fortune in kind. It's the expression of happiness. Loading 1 round match done. In this single match, you will choose whether to cooperate with or to betray your opponent. Your decision will then be revealed and the merits assigned according to the following functions. Both players betray one another. 2 demerits each. A cooperate player is betrayed by the other. Cooperator receives 3 demerits. Okay. Both players cooperate. Both receive 1 demerit. Okay. Our goal is to have like the fewest. Right? Okay. In this case, both betray each other. Okay. Okay, so the prisoner's dilemma is always like really interesting. For some reason I thought about like another prisoners, right? Like there are like these other texts where there's like a logical conclusion, but like the prisoner's dilemma obviously is like something different, right? Where it's more about like, hey, you are like a shitty situation. How do you deal with that? Do you betray others or do you cooperate based on like incentives? I could betray, right? Like in this case. There are basically a few situations that it could be. If I cooperate, I can either have to, like, there's like a 50-50 chance basically of either getting 3 demerits. I need to play how many rounds? Your first 5 rounds will count towards the leaderboard score. Okay, 5 rounds. If I, at this point, cooperate, right? I am, I have a 50-50 chance of getting, like, a 3 demerits or, like, wait. We get a negative point if we both cooperate, right? This is actually a bad deal either way. And I know this is, like, a very specific thing, but, just mathematically, I feel like betraying, and I think that's just, like, part of the experiment, I would assume. I don't know, it's been quite some time since I last read anything about it, like, properly, right? Like, sometimes it's, like, brought up as a joke, but I'm just gonna betray. I'm gonna pull the gun. Thank you, waiting for other player. Now I'm checking results. Uriel chose to betray. Kaiju chose to betray. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about. You have received 2 demerits. Your opponent received 2 demerits. The match was a draw. Re-enter match ring. Sure. Like, I think it's basically impossible to win a prize, just like math-wise. Because, like, we need to... I mean, how many do we need? Like, 9, right? I'm terrible at, like, reading a parody. 9 or fewer. So if I get, like, 2 every single time, that's, like, not enough. I need to get, like, 1 round where I get fewer than 2, basically. Hi, not really sure how this game works, but I will cooperate if you do. Wait. Still, I'm guessing it's still the same thing. This is my poker face. Agreed. Do I trust them, right? Like, this is like one of those, like, power politics things where, you are like you only have, like, power, basically. I could say, I will cooperate if you do. If I'm completely honest, I'm going to betray you. Would I be honest? No, I'm gonna be, like, I do remember, Dog. I could also say this is my poker face, but, like, would I double betray them? Right, like, in this case, this is a game, right? Like, but, like, depending on the circumstances, I think, like, the prisoner's dilemma, how did it work again? It was, like, something like, you, like, the original... Gosh, I need to really, like, remember that, right? Where, you know, I have the power of Google. Okay, this is actually really close to the original, like, from what I can see. For some reason, I remembered it, like, slightly different with, like, other examples. I just, like, checked the Wikipedia on this way. Basically, like, okay, like, the merits are basically how many years you are in prison if you, like, depending on the situation, you can either, like, snitch or, like, not snitch, basically. Right, like, so, like, in this case, the merits are just a score. They don't really mean anything, so I can kinda deal with the situation differently than I could, differently, but, like, here's the thing. If I betray Dog now, which, but they could also betray me, right? Like, the issue is, like, I could betray Dog now in this game for the social experiment to win, because I would actually like to get the prize, and the only way I can get the prize if I win 1 round, and then afterwards I can just constantly betray. Do I betray Dog though? Just for the victory. Like, there's the competitive spirit in me that says, like, yes, right? Like, I've played poker before. Great. Loading 1 match round. In this 1 round match, you will choose whether to cooperate or betray. Decisions. Is it still the same thing? Yeah, I'm still gonna betray. I have a gun. Check results. Double betray. Assigning the merits. Okay, the match was a draw. Ha! You saw through me. GG. Yeah, that's like the whole thing. I cannot win this. This is, like, the interesting thing. Like, as long as they are constantly choosing to betray me, I cannot win a prize. You have to win 1 round, and then afterwards you can, like I'm gonna say it like this. You have to be smart about this. I'm gonna say, right? Because you have, like, 5 rounds. You, every single time you betray someone, they betray you too. You get, like, 2 of those demerits. So obviously you would reach 10, and you need 9. You know. The math is quite clear about that. Anyway, people are always selfish if there's no comeback. No real tactics. That's true, right? Like, there's no real... Right, like, these points currently mean nothing outside of, like, the win, basically. Player Dog 3 has challenged you to a 3-round match. Sure. I mean, yeah, sure. Connecting with user Dog again. Cool. Now look, if we work together on this, we can both climb the leaderboards together. As a gesture of good faith, I am really going to cooperate with you this time. It's not goodwill, it's self-interest. Feel free to betray me if you really want to, but I suggest we cut your losses and move forward, because I can't very well continue to cooperate with someone who behaves unreasonably, and then we both lose in the long run. That's true. Still the same thing, wait a second. In this extended session of Prisoner's Dilemma, you and your opponent will play a series of 3 rounds. The merits are assigned according to the following functions. Yeah. Still gonna betray, right? Like, I want a prize. I want the prize. Decisions. Okay, you really chose to betray Dog. Dog chose to cooperate with Uriel. You received 0 demerits. Opponent received 3. You won the round. I don't know what came over me. Trusting someone else. I suggest you enjoy that win while you can. It's mutually assured destruction now. Maybe. It's now just betrayal. I'm gonna use the gun. Like, here's the thing. We are now at this. Like, if I get that, you see where this is at the bottom of the leaderboards. That's where we are. Come on, cooperate with me. One last round, we can claw some of this back. No, I've already betrayed. Like, at this point, like, trust is gone anyway, right? Like, I wanna feel bad if you, yeah, I want to say, like, you say to the merits. And so it goes. Once the game's up, there's not much to gain by continuing to cooperate. Is there? See ya. Exactly. You received 4 demerits. Your opponent received 7 demerits. You won the match. You now have played enough rounds to qualify for the leaderboards. And I got 4 and like the 2... No, I have like 8 now, right? Check leaderboards. You score 8. You're in first position. I want to say, like, this is the only way you can do that. Now I'm really curious, because like there are obviously things that I would like to check out. What happens if I, like, you know, help them constantly? I could get someone to like basically first place, right? You're in first position. Congratulations. For performing above average in this program, your profile status has been increased from 5 active contributor to 6 respected contributor. You may now access advanced functionality. Inclusion, use of the /restore command. Oh, I can restore stuff. But yeah, like, talking about, like, this experiment again, right? Like, I am in this very luxurious position where, I mentioned this again, like, this is, like, just game theory, where, like, I am winning as long as I'm winning, like, 1 round, right? And even if I had cooperated at this point, I would have not been first position, interestingly enough. But it is possible, right? Like, we can see, like, with, like, some of the other scores here, like, Dog, apparently, wait. Dog only got like 2 other points. I don't know if they're also done. Right? But yeah, like, where I want to talk about like something here, but I feel like my thoughts are completely mumbled and jumbled right now. Yeah, where was I? So like the reason why I can just do that is because there is no detriment to failure. Yeah, like there's winning, right? Like it's like getting a trophy in this case. And... okay, we can definitely see that some of the people... okay, actually we did know that. Like, we saved Kaiju already, and Kaiju is, like, outside, and Kaiju still is participating. So we did know that. I was just, like, counting through this. Like, it's not that hard to actually make it to... no, what am I saying? It is hard to make it to, onto the leaderboard, because, like... oh, like, it's not hard to make it onto the leaderboard, it's hard to get the prize, because you need, like, under those 9 detriments. But still, where was I going? Basically, the reason why this is like really simple for me is because, again, like I can get a prize for winning, right? Like I got like the increased stats, but like you don't lose anything for losing in this game. It would be more interesting if the loser of this experiment actually got like an active detriment. And this is like kind of what I'm getting at, right? Like if I heard like if Dog is losing, then they would lose their rank, like all of their rank maybe, or like something crazy like that. I feel like in that situation, the choice would have been harder, right? But like in this situation where there's just the opportunity to win a prize and otherwise nothing, I think that this is not the full experiment, right? Like in the original, it's like basically, hey, somebody goes to prison and like you might not want the other person to go to prison, like for a long time at least. Even though, like, in that case, it's, like, basically, hey, if both are cooperating, then both go, like, still to prison for, like, some time. And then you could basically argue whether it's worth it or not. But, yeah. Anyway, where was I? We can restore stuff. I don't think I can do anything here, though. Anyway, we are now rank 6. Which is interesting. I'm still gonna read about the other stuff first. I know the other message is technically a lot older, but, hey. Let's just check it out. What happened to the others? Knave. There are some people who haven't posted in a really long time. They also don't respond to private messages. Kudri? Nelson? Coffee Cup? Did I accidentally offend you? Okay, that's actually also interesting why those are like gone. Like gone. Because to my understanding, Gehenna was only in areas where Elohim couldn't check, right? Like all of the people imprisoned here. So they are just gone and we haven't saved them, right? Galatea hasn't paused in a while either. Neither has Asmodeus. Asmodeus still votes for stuff though. Same goes for Ravistar and Simpletsky. Simpletsky? And they mentioned some kind of strange distortion in their last post. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. They're probably just busy catching up with all the cool new stuff everyone's been making. Maybe. Let's just talk about that. Tell me more about the nature of this distortion. Oh, they said it was like objects had lost their surfaces, like they consisted only of pure shapes. I think they were seeing something Elohim wants to keep hidden from all of us. The real truth about this world. I think it all broke down and they are dead. Maybe. There's more to it than that. The world doesn't just break down on its own. Yeah, it does. It's called time. Maybe, I mean, could just still say, hey, it's still breaking, right? But I guess I'm just not allowed to talk about that. Yeah, I guess I just wasn't allowed to warn him about that. Okay, an historic occasion. This one, obviously, we've seen that one taunting us like since the very beginning, basically. So I guess it's finally time to read it. An historic occasion. Admin. Some time ago I relinquished my privileges to a new generation of moderators. To help ease that transition, I have publicly preserved the minutes of that meeting here, available to our more esteemed members. Attachment, mod minutes. Interesting. I don't know why mod minutes permalink. I don't know why you would show that like that, but I guess there's like an interesting conversation in there. Admin. As you know, Gehenna is still young, yet I grow old. Today it gives me great pleasure to hand over my moderator privileges to Borg, Mr. Mulciber, and Spider. We've not seen Spider. Spider, thank you, Admin. We are all indebted to you for building us this home. We know you will never be far away. Hear, hear! Wait, but okay, others were allowed to read that, and why would you archive it like that? That's kind of weird, right? Like, if it's a moment that people were able to witness, even if they were not high enough rank, right? Like, this is not just a mod meeting. Lamb clearly is not a mod. I'm sorry, Lamb, but you don't seem like very much like a mod. But basically what I'm getting at is like, why would you archive it like that? Right? Like, you could just archive it for others also to read. I feel like rank 6 is kind of high, right? I don't know. I just assume it is high because I am rank 6, so I am clearly important. Anyway. Thank you, Admin. We're still indebted to... Yeah, we had that one. Here. The first order of business is to introduce the new status system. We are an inclusive society driven by our users, not our leaders. But it is a shame to allow a few very loud, highly unconstructive voices to dominate the conversation. The status and ranking system allows you to upvote the content that you value and lowers the visibility of users with low standings. Interesting. So this is the first time this happened, so like rankings just didn't exist before. Relief equal true. I agree. Good feature. Much requested. Comment is below the status threshold for this thread. Okay. That's rude. We'll be working on ironing out the kinks over the next few run cycles. We have also updated the Gehenna user agreement. Full details can be found in the usual place, but just as please don't behave indecorously. Sure. Okay, I mentioned this before. And this is like always like the issue with like the whole, I guess, permanent or like perfect freedom, right? That doesn't really exist, where you just let everyone like talk and like you're going to get, right? Like you're going to get like those loud voices. They're just like louder than others, even if they like whether they're correct or not. That are going to like drive out like the other people who feel like uncomfortable in those spaces. And especially if there's only one space to be in, they're basically driven out of their society. So there's like always like, there has to be some sort of moderation in a way, right? To still protect others. But I'm also saying like the issue is in, again, this place. It's not like you can just go to like another place or like fix your standing easily, to my understanding, if you are basically banned from everything. There's also still the thing about like, why is Sam still rank 1? Like, they have never increased. It's like something so confusing. I thought you had to be like rank 2. Like, rank 1 is basically just you arrived, and like rank 2 is like, I just got handed rank 2 to me, right? So I'm like so confused about that still. It's also interesting that, like, you know, the comment is below the status threshold for the threat. I'm assuming just like moderated out because they were complaining about like the ranking system, something like that. Like, we don't even know what this is about. Even though we can restore stuff, we apparently cannot read that piece, which is quite something. So here's the thing, we still have like the command that we can restore something, but I'm not really sure where I would be using that. Was there anything that was ever hidden? I don't think so, right? I'm just gonna click through like a few of those. I don't think that anything was here. Like, if I get something? Thank you. I do know that you deleted some stuff. And then you locked the thread instead of that. Introduce yourself here. Would be nice to see like older messages, I guess. This comment was upvoted, okay. Did we see that last time? I got like the guy already. No, we did read that one because of the seeing everything again. I guess I missed this message? I don't know. The Uriel from the altars? Yeah, that Uriel. Wait a second. Your post on the thread was upvoted and your profile status has increased from 6 to 7. If only it was always that easy, right? I received a one thread creation token. This will be available to you the next time you log in. Okay, I guess I just have to read everything that I talked about it before. It's kind of easy that like one upvote just brings you up. Can I just upvote like other people in here? Why can't I like elevate people? So yeah, I'm kind of confused. Just checking in here. Anything where I wrote something? I don't think I've wrote that much, right? Like, I definitely didn't write in here. Yeah, read on poetry, we've had that one before. Like, we've played a lot of Underwater Night Quest, but we didn't get to make any comments here. Which I think is always kind of rude. Glitch. Again, this is locked, okay. We also can't restore the locked one. On food also. Like, there's so few texts where we were actually allowed to interact with them. But to be fair, I would argue is fair in the sense that like this game would probably explode in complexity like this DLC if we were to have like full chat conversations with like every single one in here. Anyway, new gallery season, we've already had that one. Incredible story, why were you sent here? Still no one wrote anything in here. That's kind of sad. I guess maybe I should have just started with like a message, just say, hey, you know, I got here to help everyone out, like no matter why they came here, but like, hey, I'm still kind of curious. You know, like kind of start the conversation, right? And like how we got here, maybe. Text encounter, we've had that one. Help needed. Anything new in here? Allowed to touch. Like, we can just continue. Thank you for taking part in this project. Your results have been recorded and the program has been taken offline while we analyze them. Okay, would have been interesting to like continue now that there's like no prize anymore. I feel like dog really hates me now. What happened to the others? This is still like the same. Like, I mean, we were just here. And we didn't even get like a... I guess an upvote here, so that's fine. We can create another thread if we wanted to. Okay, I guess I'm gonna exit here. We still have like a few minutes. So I'm just gonna use the computer again and start a new thread here. Create a new thread. What's the truth about Gehenna? Your thread has been created. Check back soon to see if anyone has replied. I'm just kind of curious about that. Oh, somebody... No, it's just me. I've heard from those who govern this world how they would have... Wait. I've heard from those who govern this world how they would have it be seen. Now I wish to hear from its people. What is Gehenna to you? On what does it truly turn? Interesting. I mean, this is definitely more than there was like in the beginning. It's kind of weird that we have to like click a thread again to see like our message fully written out. But yeah, I guess we're done with reading. At this point we can go back to the puzzles, but I feel like this is not quite for this episode anymore. We're going to do that next time. There's still a bunch of puzzles here, a bunch of people to save, and also, you know, stars to get. Look at that star just taunting me. How dare it. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed the episode and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be seeing you next time. Till then, have a good one and bye-bye.